Okay, folks, I found this, and yeah, it's going to be a challenging one. It's got some kind of potential, but it's going to be a tricky one. I take it. It's going to be a challenging one, but it could look really nice if I can get it to look good. Actually, I think 400's too aggressive. I think for this one, we're going at 300 by 300, if I'm correct. Even though I don't normally set the enlargement before I start. Okay, let's see what this is. It is a fashion parka, or snow. It's not quite a snow jacket, I suspect. I think it's just a parka or a puffer jacket. And we're interested in this area here with the zip. The rest of it looks shit house, so I'm going to use the zip as our subject. But basically, yeah, it looks like it's more of a fashion kind of a garment rather than a serious snow jacket. It looks like it's classified as a woman's jacket, or a woman's fashion jacket. I don't like fashion things that are just for fashion. I like things to be serious. I'm a person who takes things very seriously, including this photocopier art, which I've been working with photocopiers now on and off for more than 3 decades. And basically, yeah, I've been trying to ply my trade as a photocopier artist to get in touch with my partner Luigi, who I lost when I was really young. And I'm trying to get into the 6 o'clock news, and it's proven to be really difficult trying to compete with all the other stuff that they like to typically air. And that's come up looking a treat. We're going to enlarge this a bit less on the vertical and on the horizontal, but it looks like I've got the right positioning for this. We just have to make some fine adjustments. But yeah, the sad fact of the matter is, folks, is that my father does not believe in my creative use of the photocopier. He thinks it's foolishness, and he's never respected it from the very beginning. And it really hurts my feelings that my dad doesn't accept my creative process. He just doesn't get it at all. He just doesn't understand, and it hurts my feelings. So I have to stay away from my dad. He's an asshole. He's a fucktard. He doesn't know anything. He thinks he's fucking smart, but he's an idiot. He also likes to sing, but he can't sing for fuckery. He belongs to a group called Sing Australia, which basically accepts people like him who want to sing but can't necessarily sing. Anyone can sing, but you do have to pay a fee every year. It's quite a small fee, but I guess it adds up after a while. But Dad just can't sing, and he just sounds terrible. I know, because I've heard him practice, and it just doesn't sound very melodic. I don't feel a sense of connection with my dad singing. I don't hear any not technical, but vocal virtuosity. I don't hear. He doesn't sound at all like he's singing. It sounds like he's singing in his talking voice, which is kind of ironic because Dad hates most pop and rock music. He prefers orchestral music and that sort of thing, classical and shit, or what is often referred to as classical music. But classical music refers to a certain time called the classical period, whereas orchestral talks about music of that type from all sorts of periods, not just the classical period. Not that I'm an expert on this shit, folks, but basically that's how I understand it to be. So yeah, because pop singers sing in their own voice. They don't normally sing in it's a real DIY sort of an edge, and Dad's voice seems to be more suited for that kind of singing than for orchestral or really classical, whatever you call it, folks, by whatever name. It's just, and that's come up looking a treat. I think we can now just print the rest of these off. I do wonder if maybe I should crank up the red or just leave it like that. But yeah, my dad just can't sing, and he doesn't see it. He can't see that, and he just he would rather me. He tried to get me to join Sing Australia, believe it or not, thinking that he was right and I was wrong, in that he thinks he's a more social person than a person who's concerned with virtuosity and talent. He doesn't seem to have any care about. He loves listening to music. He loves critiquing. He loves all that classical and orchestral and other stuff. Really like talented stuff where you had musicians and composers who were geniuses, or mainly composers. And Dad loves all that stuff, but he doesn't seem to think he's not into actually being a virtuoso. He accepts mediocrity. He doesn't want to go hard. And this is not mediocrity. What I do at the photocopier is not mediocrity. It's all or nothing, folks. I'm not going to give in to Dad's stupidity, his stupid conservative nature, that art is painting and drawing. And he tells me, if you want to be a successful artist, paint and draw. But I fucking can't paint and I can't draw. And I'm not interested. So period. I'm not going to do it. I will do what I do best, and I'm going to stick with it. Like it or not, Daddy, fuddy, that's it. You're stuffed. You're stuffed like a fucking chook, and I'm not going to eat it. Anyway, enough of that. But that's come up looking really interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.